in about an hour and a half, 2 hours, give or take, I'm going to be doing my prizing, specifically Scholler prizing, which is part of my HEMA Club's internal ranking, where I have to demonstrate that I know the basics of Meyer's longsword with continuous sparring for 15 minutes. Now, does this have any significance outside my club? No. Does it give me any special powers or benefits within my club? Also no. But is it a goal that some people like to work towards and still an accomplishment and an opportunity to show off your skills to the rest of the club? Yes. So eventually I'm sure I'll be excited. Right now I am bloody terrified. So we will see how this is, especially considering that a month ago I had a pretty nasty bike crash. I'm mostly okay, but I bruised my ribs so badly and they're still a little sore, so this is gonna be interesting. Alright, let's see how this goes, I guess. Okay, guess it's nearly time to go. May the Meyer Square guide my way, I guess. And yes, that's in my view, easier to understand Meyer Square that one of the coaches provided, because the actual Meyer Square messes with my brain, which is probably not great when you need to basically show that you know the basics of Meyer's longsword. Alright, reprising in a moment.
No one's keeping score. You're not here to win bouts as such. These challengers have been briefed to challenge you, but not try and help. The idea is not to try and just exhaust you with intensity. If you feel that the intensity is creeping up to a level you're comfortable with, you can call a pause and ask for the challenger is going to give you a 3-minute bout. Chris and I will be calling last exchange for each one, and then you'll reset. There we go. Anything else? Yes. Well, it was like yeah, we're not doing this, it's just continuous fencing. So after contact, we'll reset to corners and go in. Alright. Right, we have no challenges for each piece. Is everyone happy with the length of the piece?
That's absolutely the same.
Okay, fair enough.
Right, enjoy both. Chris, time.
And start! Last exchange. Last exchange. Last exchange.
Like we have any choice. All right.
No, stop. No.
Keep going, keep going.
Get him, Ashley. I'm all right.
Dando, get back into the beast.
Yeah, stop running away, Dando.
Get back in the beast, Dando.
Last exchange.
For real this time.
Oh no, last. No repeats, Max. Come on, last exchange. Only kidding.
You ran across the hall.
Prizes also have challenges, challenges, and different have little compare notes. You've got about 5-10 minutes and then we'll come point.
Keep fighting.
A lot of water and just chill. Okay.
Well, they all plan on having execute us.
You don't need any of that. Just go water immediately. That's your first thing. Is that the chocolate? Something. Yeah.
I do like shortbread.
Any sugar for them will be.
It's over.
Well, notice you are surrounded by people with weapons and you are awfully unarmed. Present arms.
Right, so, present here our new scholars. Right, so,
Wait, they have been measured. They have been found scholarly.
yeah, so the actual secret thing is how many questions you ask us about book purchases, and that's how you become a scholar. We only ask you to fight for Fector because we feel that has to be descriptive. Yeah, so both of you have been with us for what,
1 year, 3 months, and 13 days.
Not that anybody's keeping count. Joined us both in September 2024. Have both been very persistent so, actually my notes by the quantity of bread that they are fencing for 15 minutes continuously, as it turns out, is hard. So, like I said, the prizing is a culmination of like process. I think it's a chance to show off and do something hard. So this isn't just a one and done. There's been like quite a focused period of trying to get feedback from coaches and working on problem points, which is kind of what the prizing is there to get you to do, is to be better. So we normally give people a green sash for the pricing, but in this case I'm going to give you a dagger, I'm going to give you a dagger, and to mask the fact that I only bought one green sash today, they have to work with each other. Or alternatively, one of you can take it and I will bring one of the other ones later and you don't have to die. Fight!
Watch it.
Hold!
Anyways.
When the joke goes too far. Anyway, most importantly, one of you take that. The other one of you will get it later. Get another one later. Come on. Tom will get one in the new year. Most importantly, give them a round of
What do you think is going to happen?
sensible adults.
Right, anyway. Wouldn't be here.
Kick you in the head twice. Right, get back to work.
Nice work. Thank you.
How you feeling?
Basically dead.
That's great. Normal.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bob. Well done.
So I just got home. from the prizing, and I just wanted to share a few thoughts, kind of post mortem before I throw myself into a shower. So, not very organized. Definitely exhausting. My arms in particular were suffering. But it was more enjoyable than I thought. Had a good mix of challengers, so it's kind of neat to see how I could approach them, and they seemed weirdly enthusiastic about getting bonked. Fair enough. And yeah, I've been kind of waiting for this for a while, so that's really exciting. You know, afterwards, the Master of Arms, head coach, however you call it, came up to me, gave me some good feedback, some things I've done well, some things I could improve, particularly my structure definitely has room for improvement, and a few other bits as well. So definitely things to work on, especially as I get, especially as I prepare for tournaments. I've got one coming up in a couple of months, so that's exciting. I may have other thoughts later. Right now I need to throw myself into a shower because I need a shower, and I also need tea and a snack, and then I need to sleep because I'm so tired. But really, really excited. Yeah, so prizing done. 15 minutes continuous sparring. That was brutal. Let's do that again. No, not anytime soon. That's ways away before I even think of doing another prizing or anything like that. All right, I guess take care.